I think we can all agree dogs are pretty awesome, but not only are they awesome, they're also sometimes a little weird. But are they weird or do they just want love? Like this dog right here. As you can see from this first picture, someone is taking a bath and the dog looks so sad, like, please, Mr. Owner, let me in. And next thing you know, the dog just hops right in. Here is a collection of the 4 pictures from start to finish. Dog looks sad. Dog tests the water. Dog puts half the body in the water. Dog is in water. Yep, that's a loving dog. I don't even know how the dog fit, to be honest, because that's a big retriever. But regardless, this picture right here is a clear definition of a dog that is just hanging out. Literally just laying down, but it makes it look like the dog is sort of like sitting down on the wall. But in reality, it's actually just laying down with its feet on the wall. But it looks like if you rotate it like this way, you see, it sort of looks like the dog is sitting like a normal dog. But in reality, it's just laying against the wall. My mind is broken. Speaking of my mind being broken, this dog almost looks like a real human. Now hear me out. This dog must have been tired. It must have been a very long day for this dog, but it seems like the dog actually learned from its owner that takes naps on the couch frequently and literally laid in a position that made it look like the dog was like staged there. But in reality, this dog just decided to bust out the pillow and the blankets and just put itself to sleep, which is extremely cute. Like, that's really awesome. Speaking of awesome, this person works at a dog grooming spa, and clearly these 2 dogs had an agenda of their own. They decided to go ahead and do this, and I have no idea how this even happens. Like, does one dog get in the basket and then the other dog picks up the basket? Or like, how does this happen? This had to have been trained, right? Why does the big dog look so scared? I don't understand how this happened, but somehow it did, and I sort of love it. Speaking of things I love, this dog has a really strange habit of putting its foot in its mouth. Now, this is apparently a super regular thing. As you can see from this first picture, the dog just literally puts its foot in its mouth. Then we have another picture, a dog doing it again. Then the third picture, the dog literally looking so cute doing it again. And then the last picture, the dog looks absolutely insane with its whole foot in its mouth. Just so tired of life. I don't know. You know what? I'll take it. You know, the dog does this and I accept the dog for what it does. But yeah, this next dog is sort of he thinks that this line of stuffed animals is a line to get treats. So the dog stood at the end of the plushie line in order to get a treat. Dogs are really smart. If you think dogs are dumb, you might be the one that's dumb. But then again, this dog line of treats is pretty long. He might be waiting a long time to get his treat. Speaking of treats, someone needs to get this dog a treat because for some reason, he got a hanger stuck in his mouth. I don't even know how this is possible, but somehow this dog really got a hanger stuck to, like, how? How does this happen? Speaking of how things happen, Huskies always have the randomest things happen to them. And as you can see, this Husky is on another level. He's living in another universe. How he even does this, I have no idea. But yeah, this is a broken doggo. How does he just... I don't understand that. Huskies are always... They're up to no good. They're always up to no good. I used to own a Husky. Trust me, I know a lot about Huskies. Speaking of Huskies, this is actually one of my favorite pictures of my dog, and it's honestly hilarious. When I owned him, when he still wasn't neutered, he for some reason slept in his crate like this. Yep, those are his balls. I don't know how this happens, but yeah. Eventually we ended up neutering him and he could no longer do this, but yeah, this is one of my favorite pictures of my little boy. Looking at dogs in weird positions, this dog put his butt perfectly on the fireplace to heat up his buns. You know what? I gotta respect the dog that likes to heat up his buns, all right? I think this is a good position for the dog to be in. He might be a little cold. He wants to warm up a little bit. Just put your buns right on the fireplace. It's genius. It's genius. You never just put your buns on the fireplace on a nice cold day? Well, you should try it out because this dog might be up to something smart here. Speaking of things that aren't smart, though, these 2 dogs are literally drowning their brother. They're drowning him in the toilet bowl. Listen, I'm just saying. Maybe their water bowl isn't filled up and they're thirsty and they're trying to just get their brother some water, but it looks like they're drowning him, okay? I understand what this looks like. They're probably drowning him. Yep. Yeah, they're drowning him. Here's a dog that's not drowning, though. He's living his best life. It looks like he's in a hot tub. Like, he's just chilling. He's just hanging out. I think this is in Japan or something. It sort of looks like it. I'm not gonna lie, but regardless, as you can see, this dog is just hanging out, dudes. Literally just hanging out in this is probably really nasty water. That water is probably not the nicest to be hanging out in, but yep, he's hanging out in it for some reason. Here's two dogs in the back of a car. The one dog thinks the other dog's going to the vet, so he's just giving him some love, like, don't worry, dude, it's gonna be okay. Yeah. They're not going to the vet. They're going to the park. For some reason, the dog thought they were going to the vet, so he was trying to, like, give him some love. Like, it's going to be okay, dude. Don't worry. I'm here for you. But in reality, they're just going to the park to go hang out with other dogs. Dogs are literally four-legged chickens. They are scared of everything. Well, especially the dogs that are loved a lot. They're always scared of everything. Okay, now I just finished saying how the dog is scared of everything, and clearly this dog isn't scared of anything. This dog literally climbs trees. This is a very easy way for a dog to break a leg. I know that's normally a saying that says, hey, break a leg, good luck. This dog is literally gonna break his legs one day. Jumping off a tree is probably not very nice, so I would be very careful with this dog. But let me tell you, dogs are so incredibly cute and thoughtful. This dog decided to bring its owner a nice big pile of dirt as a gift. Oh, what a loving dog. Imagine you're there in your garage and next thing you know, your dog shows up with a big old pile of dirt. Oh, that is a definition of love. Definition of love. Speaking of definition of love, imagine bringing your dog to work and this is how your dog sits on you. I would be sort of embarrassed, but I would also understand that this is incredibly loving. The dog is sort of scared and he just wants to be loved. And that's exactly what's going on here. The dog just wants to be loved. I remember how earlier I talked about how Huskies are always getting into trouble and they're always on some kind of weird stuff. Yeah, this is a Husky. The perfect description of a Husky. This Husky is laying in the toilet. Whatever happens with Huskies, I just hope that this dog specifically did not have a toilet that was recently used and not flushed. Imagine if the owner forgot to flush last time they went to the bathroom. That would have been a mess. Oh, it would have been a yellow Husky. Imagine walking into the room and you see your two dogs doing this. I don't even listen. If you're probably wondering like myself why this is even happening, it's because the dogs have a tennis ball in their mouth. One had a tennis ball and the other one wants it. So this is how they ended up. They fell asleep playing with a tennis ball. Yep. You know what? Yep. That's a thing. Hope you guys enjoyed this very, very funny video showcasing all the love dogs have to give. Click here to go watch the next video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with the brand new one. Bye, guys.